Hey cupcakes, you know what time it is? It's time to go back to Orilium for our fall equinox. And let's get started because there's a lot to go over. Okay, so I have my handy dandy notebook to go over all the things. So just to get started, I just want to go over my year of Aldea challenge and how my spring equinox went, and also that we did a little side quest that you could do. So for my year to Aldea challenge, as of right now, I have everybody up until August. And so for August book, I need to do Northern Lights, which is having light in the title. I need to do September, which will be the Midnight Library. I need to do October, which is Dire Bound, and I need to do November, which is Smitten with Ravioli. I technically have already read my December book, and all of my classes for my autumn equinox are going to have those books. So I will be covering my year of Aldea if I make sure to read them all for my autumn semester. Now, for spring equinox, we had Raccoon Studies. I had to steal a book from another TBR, and I stole Onyx Storm, and I did read it. I had to do Lightfall, I had to do Color Wheel, I spun the color purple, and I did Maddie, and I did read that. We had locational summons, we had a country generator, I did the US, and I did the Princess Bride, and I did read that. And we had spell, copy, paste, word from last book title. The last book I read at that point was Victory for Vampires, so I read The Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, and I did read it. And then our last spell for the spring equinox was Psychokinesis. I had a book with witches or the occult, and I read The Witch of Arcanoria, and I did read that. And we also did the dragon riding license, so I had to read books with dragons, 2 of them, and I had to read a movie I had to watch a movie or show with dragons. So of course I watched How to Train Your Dragon, and I read the book Kith and Kim, which was also on my Year of Aldea challenge, and Onyx Storm, because that was also on my Year of Aldea challenge. So I have completed that, and I got it on April 23rd, and it is good until 2030. Now, for the big stuff. For Orilium TBR for the autumn equinox, I have to do spells and incantations, and I have to do all 3 of the ranks. So I have to do the charm, luck. I have to roll a d6, book in that page bracket, rolled a 1, so I picked the Architects of Destiny, and it's 168 pages. I have to do Q, which is Current Spell Trends 2025. I was having a really hard time with this. I was having like decision paralysis, so actually made my dog choose which one. So a new release in 2025, I have to read The King Foretold by J.C. Lee. I actually have her book, Nine-Tailed. That's the first one to this series. I got it for free from one of the Kindle free days or whatever, and it's a beautiful cover. And this one just came out actually on the 26th. So I need to read that, and then I need to do Incantation Capture Moment, and so I need to read a book with the illustrated cover, and so I have to read The Midnight Library. I'm reading it this month, guaranteed reading. I have it somewhere. It's on my nightstand as we speak. Inscription, I need to do O and Q, so I need to do Magic of Primes. I did prime number and letters of title, so I did the book Knave. It has 5 letters. Then I have to do archiving, so I needed to read a book with a vertical spine cover. So the title needed to go downward instead of like most books where it's sideways. It needed to go straight down. So I did the book Eyes Like Stars. And then I need to do Conjuration. I need to do O and Q, so I needed to do Conjuring Circles, circle on the cover, so I did Smitten with Ravioli. And then Q, I did Borrowing Spells, borrow from another TBR, so I did Dire Bound because I've been seeing a lot of people reading that book, and I really want to get into that one. So that is my classes. That should be 7 classes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so 7 classes I have to complete for the semester, and it worked out because I made all the rest of my Year of Aldea book choices be also in this semester, so I can finish them all in one go. And that is all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do any extra classes or anything like that. I'm just going to try to do those. And I actually looked into it yesterday because Storygraph has it where it actually shows like the pacing of the book. So I'm trying to do all the ones that are going to take longer for me to read because they're medium paced instead of my fast paced books. And so right now I have Midnight Library. I think Knave is a medium paced, and what was my other one? Knave. Oh, and Dire Bound. They are all medium paced, and everything else I have is fast paced. They do not actually have the pacing for King Foretold because it just released, so they won't have that like put into the system yet. But I'm gonna leave that till the end, also because I know for sure the book I have on Kindle for is audio. So once I get the first one read, so technically I have 8 books to read because I have to read the first one to read this one because it just came out. But I feel like it shouldn't take me long to read. So yeah, that's my Orilium TBR, and let me get the books that I do have and show you guys the covers here of all the books real quick. Okay, so as I said, we have the Luck Spell or Luck Charm. So that book will be the Architects of Destiny. I'll show that here. And then we have the King Foretold, which is going to be our 2025 release. And then we have the Midnight Library, which is right here with the illustrated cover with all the pictures and drawings on it. And then we have Knave, which is our prime letters in the title. And then we have Eyes Like Stars. So as you see here, the words are vertical, so I can read it. And as well as Smitten with Ravioli and Dire Bound. And as I said, I also will have to read Nine-Tailed to read The King Foretold. So this is what its cover looks like. And that is my TBR. So doesn't look like much here because all of them are on my Kindle besides these 2 here. But as I said, I'm already starting the Midnight Library to get a head start on it because it is a medium-paced book. But that is my Fall Equinox TBR, and my husband is in fact joining me again for our fall TBR for him, and he is doing the Aldea Excavationist, so he's doing the dinosaur stuff. He has, I think, 5 classes to do, and I will show his little character sheet here for you guys to see, but he has to read, I think, like the start of a series and like the second, and then a standalone and things like that, but I'll show it here, and yeah, that's it. All right, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. So till then, stay sweet, cupcakes. Bye.